Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gearheaddaily. I'm your host, Eric, as usual, trying to bring you something every single day from the automotive world that is either fun, really cool, or just enraging. And I apologize, I've been gone the last couple days. I have been not feeling well. I think I have a little case of the bronchitis or flu or something. I don't know. Didn't feel very super well, so kind of laying low as of late. But as many of you know, I've been pretty critical of the 2020 Supra, the way it looks, the collaboration with BMW, etc., and wanted to report the most recent finding, which is, of course, that the first 2J swap caught fire. So, it had two fires to be exact, not just one, but it had two fires, one from the back and one from the front, and I'm going to show you both of them. Now, what was interesting is I got a comment from somebody who had asked me, well, how would you feel the same way if Toyota and Lexus got together and made a car together using a Lexus motor? Toyota owns Lexus, so that would not be an issue. I'm not sure what they were trying to prove to me or if I was whatever, but it's the same company, so... You know, it's like Cadillac taking a motor from a Cadillac and putting it in a Corvette. It's kind of the same company, so it really wouldn't be that big a deal. So anyway, let's get into it. So there's a fire. It was posted on here, and I'll show you the short video that goes with it, just to kind of point out that the fire itself, at least from the back, was not really that big a deal. It looked very small and very minor. The front one, that one's a little bit bigger of an issue, but this one, just the one from the back, looks like it's emanating from a very small, like oil port or gas port. I don't know exactly what's back there, but something that's definitely not a major issue. A lot of heat back there, of course, but they had a small leak, which is what it looks like. So let's read on, of course. It would seem that Daigo Saito's 2JZ swapped MK5 Supra has some teething issues. It's already gone in flames. Yeah, that's normal. You put a car together, and you're going to have some issues. You may not get every single nut and bolt tight exactly right the first time. And if you've ever, wrenched on a car, you probably thought you got a bolt tight. You got it 95% tight with your hand, and it lasted 2,000 miles. But through vibration, through beating on cars, through whatever, the bolt came loose. That's normal. That's why you nut and bolt a car periodically, especially if you race it or you beat on it on any regular basis, because nuts and bolts do come loose. That's normal. That's not a big deal especially when it comes to race car stuff. So this isn't really that big a deal to me. It's not a sign of anything, and especially if you've seen anybody do drifting, they literally beat the living snot out of these cars consistently. And when you do that, you're going to have issues. You're going to break things, and nuts and bolts break. It happens. It's not that big a deal. So I'm sure they were prepared for it. But in the end, no, this is not some sort of sign that the gods hate the 2JZ Swap 2020 Supra. It's just not. Okay. So don't go too far with this. But is it interesting? Sure. Is some growing pains that goes with this? It happens. So running this weekend, suffered a couple of big errors, including a flame from both ends. Yep, I'll show you both ends. I'll show you both of them here in a second. The fueling system wasn't quite sorted right. That's probably accurate. But the guy's a legend. I mean, as soon as I show you some of this stuff, the dude is just amazing. So he was at the All-Star Shootout, which is probably more of an exhibition than an actual drifting competition. But here we go. Let's see. We'll watch the video here. What's up on? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I don't subscribe to Instagram. But here's the flame, basically. And a couple photos of it. Yep, it's a pretty good one. It's not too bad. Here we go. So as you can tell, easily extinguished. Not a big deal. Fluid leak of some sort. Hot exhaust. Very possible. That's what happened. Not a big deal. And then, of course, we've got a on-track calamity captured by a 2001 potato can by Norio in a trio of pictures. So here's the first picture where there's got the flame coming out the front. Looks like fuel or oil. Yeah, well, duh. Yes, yeah. It's either fuel or oil. It's not coolant, I'll tell you that. Anyway, it caught on fire. Everybody was fine, as far as I know. Car had minor damage to it, as far as I know. Really not that big a deal. As far as the car goes, it happens when you got a brand new car. You're going to have hiccups. Stuff happens. It's not that big a deal. So, but when all is said and done, this thing rips. The dude's a legend. Okay, so check this out. Here, I'll show you the video. Yeah. So I mean, the stuff this guy does is just amazing. Now, is drifting my thing? Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool to watch somebody else beat the living crap out of a car. That's pretty cool. So here's a little bit more of a something I found of the car, so you get to see how it's built from Retro Motorsport on YouTube. Well, and there you go. And it looks like the fire was put out rather quickly, so almost non-existent. There's a small fire, but nothing to get excited about. But I do like reading the comments every once in a while. He goes, "Well, there's your problem. You let the fire out of the engine." Well, the engine's at the front, but that's okay. But yeah, it's like electronics. Once you let the smoke out, it's hard to get the smoke back in. So yeah, there you go. All electronics work on the magic smoke principle. And once they've lost the magic, they cease to function properly. Yeah, that's right. Drifting is stupid. I disagree. I think it's awesome. I think watching somebody just thrash the living crap out of a car, that's not mine, by the way, for my enjoyment around some turns. And it's kind of like Demo Derby, to me. It's very similar in the respect that it's highly entertaining watching somebody just, do something to a car that's not really meant to be doing, but still having a load of fun doing it. So the talent with that Mr. Saito has is it's incredible. It's very cool to watch him go out and, basically a brand new car, and look what he did with it. I mean, it was very cool. So first recorded instance of a heart donor rejecting the body. It was transplanted into, not to be confused with the more common instance of the body rejecting donor organs. Okay, that was kind of funny. So anyway, that was the 2JZ is how adults would say it. First one ever to lose the fire out of the engine. So anyway, I'm still looking forward to it. I think it looks a lot better. I think the body kit that they put on it made the new car look much better than it did previously, and the wing I think helps a lot too, and they really did help with the profile with it. So anyway, I think if they had built this first, it would have been different, but they didn't, and here we are. But I'm sure they'll be back to race another day. This is a minor issue for them. Everybody was okay in the end, and basically at the end of the day, look, it's just a machine. You can rebuild it. It's not a big deal. So anyway, that's it for today. Talk to you guys later.